Yo, what is up? I'll talk right now. Holy crap, I just got done eating. But yo, what is up, guys? Shinobi here, back again with another video for you guys. And today we got ourselves a tier list. Now, for those of you guys who are wondering, this is a Bleach Rebirth of Souls tier list, and I did one beforehand. Now, that one was mostly speculation on characters that could possibly be in the game just based on what we had, which wasn't that much at the time. But since we got some trailers out, and I've seen there's a pattern, at least it looks like there's a pattern, I've remade the list to a degree, and this is probably the last tier list I do as far as this game, because I think we've confirmed at this point we're going up to the Arrancar town fight, just because we got Gen's Bankai in the game. Like, when Gen came out and we got his Bankai, that pretty much confirmed that there's no shot we don't get Mugetsu Ichigo in Monster Island. That's just, there's no way that's not possible. But either way, make sure to leave a like, subscribe to the channel. I'm not going to take too long with this one, just due to the fact that I'm mostly just going to be going over my reasoning, once again, on why these characters will either be in the game, high possibility, maybe not, small chance, nope, DLC, with all that good stuff, as we got on the side here. So, without further ado, let's go over here and take a look at what we got. So, as for the characters that we already know are going to be in the game, or will be in the game, we got, of course, the main cast. We got Ichigo, we got Rukia, we got Uryu, we got Byakuya, Chad, Urahara, we got Gen, who just got released recently, we got Rangiku, who got recently. We even got Yoriichi, who got released and got play. You know, we got whole gameplay for her too. So, with these characters already being in the game, that's pretty much guaranteed that. Oh, actually, where the frick is Aizen? Hold on, because there's no way Aizen's not in this game. We need to move him up. So, these are characters who will guaranteed be in the game. Now, obviously, we got a lot of captains and whatnot that are down here, and the only reason I have these down here in high possibility is because there's a chance that some of these characters might not make the cut. Now, obviously, you know, I'm talking more in terms of some different ones, but there's other ones that just, there's a possibility they might not make it, but there's no way that they don't. That's kind of why I have them down here. But based on what we're seeing, I don't know if they're going to do this with all of them. I don't know how big the roster is going to be, but going based off the Bleach series and how they've done it, I'm mostly going off of opponents that either Ichigo has faced, or that on the side quest that Toshiro and Rangiku were doing, we're either part of that. That's kind of what I'm going off of here, and this list will change, obviously. I just kind of organized it in a fashion that'll make it easier for me to move stuff around, because obviously I don't want this video to take way too damn long. So, if you do see me start moving stuff around, that's probably because I just have it like this on purpose. But, based on what we do have, so Rangiku being the last character that was released, I'm assuming, because there's a pattern here, now we're starting getting into the, you know, captains and lieutenants and whatnot. Toshiro should be in the game next. That's the next trailer I think we should be getting, as her being the first lieutenant we have in the game. That's why I have Toshiro in here like this. And obviously, he's a fan favorite, so there's no way in hell he's not going to be in here. Now, obviously, we're not getting 1,000-year Blood War version of him. We're getting probably Soul Society to Arrancar or Arrancar Town. So that's why we got him there. Moving on next, obviously Ikaku is going to be in the game. There's no way he's not. He fought Ichigo. He's literally Ichigo's first opponent upon arriving in Soul Society. Technically, if you don't count Renji and Byakuya. So he's in there. Shansui's obviously going to be in there, fan favorite. Plus, he also fat Chad. So that's another part of the main cast. Kaname also being in there just due to the fact that he probably... Well, I don't know. Kaname is a probably, because technically he didn't fight the main cast. He fought Kenpachi. And we already know that there's no way in hell they're leaving out Kenpachi. So honestly, you could probably move Kaname down here, but at the same time, it's debatable. Moving on, obviously, down here, we got Kenpachi and Mayuri. Now, these two are pretty obvious due to the fact that, obviously, Uryu fought Mayuri, pretty much made him run off. Kenpachi fought Ichigo, and then he ended up fighting Kaname, Sajin, and the rest of them. Speaking of which, Sajin I have down here as well, and we're gonna move him up because honestly he's gonna be in here. Now Isane is a possibility being in here along with Unohana if I can find her. Where the hell did I put Unohana at? Oh yeah, here we go. So these two are either gonna be in the game or high possibility of being in the game. And the only reason I say that is because you really don't see them fight at all. Like, you don't really see them fight until like 1,000-year Blood War for the most part. Like, they don't have a high role. Like, they obviously were one of the ones who discovered that Aizen ran off after Toshiro got beaten and everything like that. But for the most part, they're just healing. That's really it. So I don't know what gameplay you would really get for them, because outside of Isane doing keto spells and then Unohana mostly being a healer throughout pretty much the whole entire series until Thousand Year Blood War, it's just like you don't really get a chance. But obviously, since you got Captain and Lieutenant here, there's a high possibility of being in here, especially since they technically do get a lot of screen time. So definitely gonna be in there. Orihime, I only put in high possibility because of the fact that yes, she's part of the main cast, but I don't know what they would have her fighting with, because she's also one of those characters like Unohana and Isane, which mostly are healers. Obviously, it'd be nice to have her in the game, but you know, we'll have to see. Now, as for this Ichigo, why Ichigo? So we know he's possibly going to be in the game, but he's also, there's a chance that he might not make it. I honestly see him making it. Now, Bankai version of him, I don't know. Considering he did use his Bankai around that arc, I would say yes. So, once again, I switch in between here. Now, moving on, Momo, obviously, she's going to be in the game. She got pretty much cucked by Aizen a million times over, and Toshiro had to go and freaking save her dumbass every single damn time. She's still simple for her, so she's definitely going to be in the game. If she doesn't make the game, that's going to be funny as hell, because she's like one of the main components for like Aizen doing the shit that he does, outside of just being an absolute troll. Now, moving on to the, let's see, did we get past all the sweepers? Chojuro, okay, Jishiro, he's gonna go up in here. Sage, maybe. Now, once again, there's a couple of these captains and lieutenants that we don't see a lot from, or they're not part of the main cast, that we see in Bleach doing a lot, so that's why they're in the high possibility, but they could also not make it. But I'm pretty sure as far as sweepers go, I think we got everybody. So that, yeah, that's pretty much everybody. Now, as far as the Arrancar, or not the Arrancar, the Vizard, I say that at least Shinji, Kensei, Love, Rose, I think, let's see, I think this will be our 5 right here. And actually, no, she'll probably make it too. Now, the only reason I don't have all of them in here is because, once again, some of them play a healing role. Once again, like most of the healing characters, unless they have some sort of fights, you're not really going to see a lot from them, at least in my opinion. That's what I think, but that's just me. Now, moving on to the wrong cards, because we are wasting some time here. Nelio is either going to be in the game or high possibility to be in the game. Obviously, she fought, you know, Noritora, so that's big W there, so she's definitely going to be in there with her adult form. Noritora obviously going to be in the game, so she, and, well, not she, he ended up fighting Ichigo, Kenpachi, Nelio. He pretty much took on he pretty much fought everybody. Let's be real, he was fighting damn near half the main cast. He pretty much side-swiped freaking Grimjow, and, you know, he's definitely being in it. There's no question. Yami and Ukiura definitely going to be in the game, or high possibility. Once again, it's one of those, because they appear a lot. Grimjow, Ichigo's rival, easily going to be in there. Stark, high possibility. I'm going to leave him there, because I don't know which characters they're going to really keep as far as those fights go, because when it comes to the Karakura Town ending arc, right before Aizen pretty much pulls up and washes everybody, like, there's a lot of fights. There's a lot of fights. And not every single one of those fights got a lot of screen time. Now, obviously, Shunsui and Stark ended up fighting a lot, so that's why I want to say that they will be in the game. But at the same time, this roster can only be so big, in my opinion. I don't know if they're actually going big, like how Sparking Zero's doing it, but that's why I have this high possibility here, because there's a potential chance of it happening. Speaking of which, Rurukin and Ishin, also a high possibility, because they did end up fighting, was it? It was like that sealed face looking version of Aizen before he went to like butterfly form. So they did end up fighting him. Harbel, once again, I think high possibility, or she will be in there, because she ends up fighting Toshiro. Baragon, potentially be in the game. Baragon really only fights Soifon and her lieutenant, so maybe. Same with this Arrancar, I forgot his name. There's like a lot of names for Bleach, bro. I'm not gonna remember all of them. He's like one of the ones that can flash up a lot, and like he turns into like this giant balloon looking thing to where he can like put a mark on you and control your limbs and whatnot. So there's a potential with that. Yumachika also could be in the game, but also probably not. Just due to the fact that he doesn't get a lot of moments. He really doesn't. Like, you only see him fight maybe a couple times in Soul Society Arc all the way up to, you know, Karakura Town. So there's that as well. But that's pretty much it for, like, the high possibility or it will be in the game or already in. This is the characters who I think will either be in the game or not. So there's a potential that, in fact, actually, let's move Vizard up here too, because she definitely, he definitely is going to be in the game, because he ended up fighting Rangiku, so never mind. There's a chance for that, and technically Lisa's going to be in here too, because she ended up fighting too, with Harabelle and a couple others. Once again, this is the reason why I have this list the way I have it, is because there's certain characters where it's like, there's no way they don't put them in the game. At the same time, the roster can only be so big before they start moving over to DLC and whatnot, because you already know they're going to do that. But moving on to the maybe, we got Tenzan with Ichigo, of course, training into his Bankai form. Now, I was going to put him in high possibility, but at the same time, you only see him fight Ichigo, and we don't get that much screen time out of him. So that's why I put him in the maybe. Same with all these other Arrancar or lieutenants. Like, some of them are just not that relevant to the point where they just won't make it, in my opinion, or they just, like, they're just in the maybe. They're like, it's because their captain is there, or they had, like, some form of a fight that they're even in this tier. Small chance, obviously, being Ganju. I cannot remember your name, but you got boxed up by Yamamoto, and Kukaku, I don't know. Like, once again, she would probably end up having a fighting style like Gorichi if she was to make it into the game, at least in my opinion. And for some reason, your name I can't remember. Once again, too many names. Now, obviously, down here is the nope tier. Like, these characters, just, there's no way in hell. There's no way in hell they put these characters in the game unless it's for a meme or something. And then, last but not least, we got the DLC. And these pretty much all characters that appeared in 1000 Year Blood War that they could potentially put in there, or Fullbring Arc. Because as we already know, these characters did put in there, and actually, technically, you should be in the small chance Yachiru, because there's potential chance there's a potential chance they put you in there, but potentially not, because, I don't know, you're technically Kenpachi's on Plateau, so we'll see. But as far as the DLC, this is the characters from 1000 Year Blood War, Fullbring Arc, or even the Can't Fear Your Own World manga, because obviously we got Tokonana down here. And then the only one that's odd is Kain Shiba. I don't know if they put him in the game or not, but we'll have to see. But either way, that's pretty much it as far as I know. Like, this is pretty much where I would say the list would be. So what is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 22, 33, 37. So let's say the roster was 40 characters. Stark, Baragon, and who would be the third character that, I mean, Orihime. That'd be the only, this is like, if they had to make a 40 character roster, like, this is what I would think it looked like. And then these are some of the high possibilities, maybe, small chance, nope. And then DLC obviously being anything that appeared in 1000 Year Blood War, Fullbring Arc, or even in the light novels. That's kind of where I have it at right now. But either way, that's pretty much gonna be it. I want to know what you guys think of the list, your thoughts, everything like that. There's no way in hell they don't release Tocho in the next trailer, though. There's just no shot, especially since they confirmed